In a quiet town where nothing seemed urgent and days passed gently into one another, there was a second-hand bookstore owned by a man named Jonathan Hale, a man who believed that every book arrived in his shop for a reason. The store smelled of old paper, dust, and patience. Jonathan never rushed customers. He believed stories revealed themselves only when given time. Jonathan's belief came from his mother, who had taught literature for decades and left behind shelves filled with books that carried her handwriting in the margins. When she passed away, Jonathan inherited not only the bookstore but also her habit of leaving small notes inside books, questions, reflections, unfinished thoughts meant for no one in particular. One rainy afternoon, a young woman named Penelope entered the shop seeking shelter rather than a book. While waiting for the rain to soften, she picked up a worn novel from the clearance shelf. As she turned to the last page, she found a handwritten note tucked inside. "If you are reading this, it means you made it to the end. Don't forget, your life is also allowed to change after this page." The note unsettled her in a gentle way. Penelope had recently left a life that looked successful but felt empty. She was afraid she had made a mistake. She asked Jonathan about the note. He smiled softly and said, "Some readers need permission more than stories." Over the following weeks, Penelope returned often. Each visit brought a different book, and a different note. One spoke about forgiveness. Another about patience. Another about starting over without apology. Slowly, Penelope realized the notes were not written to guide her, they were written to remind her that uncertainty was not failure. Jonathan eventually shared the truth. His mother had written the notes during her final years, not knowing who would read them, only knowing that someone someday would need them. She believed books should listen as much as they speak, he said. One morning, Penelope left her own note inside a book before leaving town. It read, "I was afraid of the blank page. Now I understand it is an invitation." Years later, someone else would find it. Because stories never truly end, they wait, patiently, for the next person who needs to continue them.